it's Lauren. Here is a no equipment, body weight, circuit workout for you. Now, I'm going to offer you a couple of options with this workout before we get started. I'm going to be running in place inside for some cardio, but if you wanted to do this workout outside, you could do all of this outside and run up and down your block. You could even add more running intervals and do an interval after every couple of exercises. So lots of ways that you could play with this. If running is not good for your knees, if you have cardio equipment at home, you could row or elliptical or cycle or whatever it is that you have. I'm running because I don't feel like pulling anything out. Yeah, so with all that being said, let's get started. We're going to run in place. Gentle jog to get started. Deep breaths. Make sure your heels are touching the ground each time you put your foot down. Right now I'm just trying to get a little bit of blood flowing, moving my arms. Not a lot of intensity at the moment. When I'm ready to increase the intensity, I'm going to go high knees. Still trying to make sure my heels land every time. Trying to take deep breaths. And then we can go heels to butt. Activate a little of that back body. And I'm going to do one more round of a little jog. I'm terrible at cardio. So quarantine, perfect time to work on the thing that you're bad at, right? And high knees. And heels to butt. All right. I'm going to do some arm circles. Here I'm really working on keeping my elbows straight and really trying to reach my arms behind me. And reverse. Pay attention to your ribs as you're circling your arms. Don't let your spine do all the work for you. I'm going to do a little march and twist. We're going to do a lot of twisting in this workout today. So this is a nice way to start warming it up a little bit. All right. So narrow squat. My feet are about hip distance apart in parallel. I'm going to clasp my hands and squat. Sitting hips back, stand up, and kick. We're going to do 20. This is 2, 3. Now, as my leg goes back, it's staying straight, and I'm reaching from the base of my butt. Back stays still. We'll say that was 8. Here's 9. And 10. So I'm not letting my back get into it. I'm staying still. And I'm trying to keep my hips level. So when I shift onto that one leg, I'm not lifting that whole side of my pelvis. I'm keeping it level. I'm terrible at counting, so I'm going to do one more on each side. And then I'm going to come down onto my hands in a plank, and I'm going to do a plank walk. So I'm going to start all the way over here. I'm going to have hands narrow, feet wide, and then my outside hand, or the hand that's in the direction that I'm moving, steps out while my opposite foot steps in. Together, apart. Together, apart, and switch. Together, apart, together, apart, together. One more time in each direction. If you have more space than I do, then you can just do one big long walk in each direction. And stand all the way up just to lay down. But if you have a mat, you probably want to lay down on your mat. So here, we're going to lift our knees up, shins parallel to the ground. My head stays down. I'm going to start with my hands on my thighs, just beneath my knees. I'm going to take a deep breath. And as I exhale, I'm pushing my knees into my hands, and I'm pushing my hands into my knees. So I'm not going to move, but I'm going to make a lot of tension. I'm going to hold for a count of 10. So deep breath in, exhale and press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a rest. All right, so round 2, right hand and leg keep doing the same thing, pushing. Left arm and leg extend and bend to tap and reach. So I'm going to do this 10 times while on this side I'm holding. So ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we switch sides. Ready, and 1, 2, don't stop pushing, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest, take a deep breath, shake it out, and wiggle your knees a little bit, because we're going to stand up and we're going to run again. I really hate cardio. It'll be great. And let's go. You can always just fast forward through me if I look too tortured. I understand. I wouldn't want to watch me run either. Or maybe you can keep listening for my hilarious commentary. I understand that some people enjoy running. I just never understood the appeal. All right, high knees. And heels to butt. And run in place. All right, and you can do more if you want to, but I'm ready to move on. So we're going to do a lunge with a twist. I'm going to put my hands behind my head. If this is uncomfortable for you, if your arms get tired, you can totally put your hands across your chest. And we're going to step forward into our lunge. So big step, knee over ankle as you bend your knees, and twist towards your front knee, and step back to step together. Big step forward, both knees bend, twist, and step together. Now, when I'm bending, my shoulders stay over my pelvis. I'm not leaning forward as I bend. And I'm thinking about going straight up and down as opposed to bending my knee forward. So when the knees bend, butt goes straight down, and that's going to keep your front knee over your ankle. Whew. And of course, I have no idea how many of these I've done, but we're aiming for about 20, and I'm going to guess that I've done about 10. So I'm going to call this one of 10 more. Here's 2. Now also, be careful of your pelvis twisting. So I'm not doing this. My legs aren't crossing. I'm just twisting through my waist. Here's 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. All right. We're coming down into a plank. We're going to do a high plank. So rather than having my hips here, I'm going to walk my feet forward just a little bit so my butt's a little higher. Feet are shoulder distance apart. I'm going to push up towards my down dog. I'm going to pick up one hand and reach towards my opposite foot and come back. Rock all the way back over the hands and press for 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go leg up. So I push up and lift my right leg and knee to nose. We'll do 5, 2, 3, 4. Keep pushing your hands into the ground the whole time. 5. Leg up and switch. And 1. Belly stays lifted. 2. 3, 4, and 5. We'll come all the way down. We're going to do some side planks. So for these, we're going to be on our elbow. So remember, with your side plank, you want to start with your elbow a little bit closer to your side than you think it should be. Feet can be stacked or staggered. We're going to press up, and then that top arm is going to dive under, and we look towards the floor and lift. We'll do 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll switch sides. Find your hips pressed forward here, shoulder rolling down, and we'll press up and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. One last set of abdominal stuff here. We're going to sit up, hands behind the backs of the knees, roll off your sits bones. So we've got just a little bit of a scoop here through our belly. We're going to lift one leg and then the other, shins parallel to the floor. See if you can extend your arms. And then we're going to tap back and forth. And then I'm going to hold again. You always put your feet down and take a break if you need it. And then I'm going to try to extend both legs and bend, up and bend. If you need to stay here, that's fine. And then I'm going to go up and do tiny, tiny, tiny little kicks. Trying to keep my knees really straight. And back and down. And deep breath. And we're all done. So, you can totally increase the intensity by doing that whole thing twice. Add more running, or jumping, or bike riding, or whatever it is you want to do. Tons of options. No equipment needed, so you can do these exercises anywhere. Let me know if you have any questions. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.